Well, hello, my friends. I flipped this. I didn't bother to comb my hair, or shave my face, and I hope my presence is not a disgrace. But I wanted to get in touch with you real quick. Actually, I'm with a friend of mine. He wanted to introduce me to the Homeland series. I find, so I just left the room right now to go do this quick broadcast during part of the series. There's so much propaganda on TV. I'm this is why I don't watch a lot of TV except for certain types of programs. I am literally, I almost have a gag reflex anymore to liberal writers. But listen, we have surrendered entertainment and Showtime and HBO to the Babylonians. We've surrendered the media, CNN. I just can't believe the unfiltered bias and distortion that comes through the sewage system, and it's media, and it's so. And here, listen, if you think it's that bad, I have an uncle who said this weekend. Listen, Trump got this election because the Soviets rigged it. I said, where are you getting this? He said, I don't get my information from one source. I'm not like other people. I listen to NBC, ABC, and CBS. See, he thinks he's getting a variety of sources. This is an intelligent American who thinks he's getting a variety of perspectives on NBC, ABC, and CBS, or NBC, ABC, and whatever. Hey! So what's the solution? Well, the solution isn't for me to kvetch because, frankly, I'm on my way to the inauguration. I'm going up there. I'm going to bring you guys in behind the scenes. We're going to do some balls, and I never done one before, and I wasn't even going to do this one, but the Lord said it's historic. Go. Yes, sir. So I'm going. And you go to 1, you go to 2, you go to 3. So I'm looking forward to going out. Now here's the deal, Lucille. Here's what we got to know. The liberals, do you remember protesting Barack Obama? I never once went to an inauguration and tried to destroy his experience because I thought that he was a dangerous progressive. And my opinions then are the same as they are now. I will be polite, I will pray, I will honor, I will affirm, and I basically, for years, didn't even want to talk about politics because I thought I was being a good Christian by just keeping my mouth shut. It didn't occur to me that God's the God of governments as well as the church mountain. I wasn't even listening to my own teaching. Here's the thought that I want to give to you right out there in Periscopian land. Liberals are miserable. I'm going to keep repeating that for the next 4 years. You know why? I'm thinking about it. They protested the night Trump won. There wasn't protests against Obama, though a bunch of people didn't like it. Hey, they protested then, and they're going to show up with 1,200 rented buses, shares flying in, and she's flying in, and what Beyonce and Katy Perry. There's another, source of enlightenment for American culture. So what I'm saying to you guys is they're coming in because they're miserable. They want to protest. And I've got friends of mine that I'm just beginning to connect with that are not believers, but they're going on these protests. You know why? Because they've been lied to, and they're smart people that are stupid when it comes to filtering out lies. Because you see, the way that the world's working now with media is a lie goes into your head like it's the truth. Because if somebody repeats a lie and that's what you heard, that's what propaganda does. This is why Al Jazeera, if the Arab news media makes America and Israel to be a demon, you think it's a good thing to kill Americans and Jews. That's the power of the platform of communication. And I'm convinced, I just said it today, it came out of my spirit. I said, you know what I'm discovering now? We're not dealing with fake news. We're dealing with false prophecy. We're dealing with false teachers and false prophets in media. Maybe we need a confrontation like Baal with the false prophets in media. Because the miserable liberals, they're always miserable. Nothing is ever good. They're never happy. They're always protesting. And the other thing about a liberal, a real crazy liberal, like progressive wacko liberal, is they can't live life in slices. In other words, it's a religion. And they have it worse than evangelicals. Evangelicals compartmentalize. Evangelicals are embarrassed to share their faith. Evangelicals are nervous about bowing their head and praying in a restaurant. Evangelicals in polite society hardly ever witness. But a true progressive, they'll interrupt the football game to make a political statement. They'll interrupt the Golden Globes to make a political statement. And they'll invade your inauguration to make a political statement because they're miserable 24 hours a day. All right, there's my kvetch for the night. I'm going back to watch Homeland and see what kind of propaganda Showtime's going to put into my head about the Muslim Brotherhood. Anyway, we will have a counterattack. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm prophesying a couple of millionaires and billionaires. I think the Lord was showing me tonight when I was sitting there. The Lord said, listen, what do you want? And I said, well, the Lord basically said, well, what needs to be done? As I'm looking at that television program, I said, what needs to be done is we need to have outlets for the truth to be told in ways that are powerful and penetrating, that can contradict the propaganda of the false prophets of Baal, get under the spirit of Elijah and speak the truth, because Donald Trump's going to need surround sound in America with new voices rising up, intelligently mobilizing activists for the book of Acts. Bam! To deal with that false prophets, the false prophets. And I pray for new media, new artists, new politicians, new think tanks, new lawyers, new journalists. And we're going to grab the sound waves over the heavens. We're going to grab the eyeballs going through the internet. And we're going to, just like Trump did in politics, we're going to see done for a reformation where truth will overcome evil. Anyway, the Lord said, what do you need? I said, I need access to some millionaires and billionaires that'll see this thing fast and make it happen. And I got nervous because I got that sense that happens to me every now and then when the Lord says, go in this thy might. It's like, what? I'm just talking. The Lord says, you're just not talking to anybody. You're talking to me. Go therefore and do as you have said. I'm almost afraid I'm going to run into somebody that's going to take me up on this. I'm almost afraid I'm going to run into somebody soon and take me up on this. And they're going to say, let's get it done. And they're going to call me out. Then I can't just talk in Periscope from my basement. I might have to do it from a studio. Just the thought gives me the willies. I'm too old for this, I say. And the Lord says, say not in thine heart, thou art too young or too old. So I know I got no excuse. But I'll keep you posted. Because I lost my mind a long time ago when I asked the Lord to give me the mind of Christ. And I found his thinking superior to mine all the time. So, we'll see you in D.C. I'll be flying in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I look forward to talking to you more from Washington. And I'll think about who I should interview when I'm there that would be of interest to you. I got to find out who's sending me all the emoticons with kisses. Oh my gosh. All right. Talk to you guys later. And share this selectively with your friends. I don't know why you should, but if you feel like it, just do it. Because we're expanding our community all the time. And we've got some great things coming this year. I'm going to get you plugged into Washington, baby. All right. I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Royu, and Sophia 7, and Teddy Davis, and Sarah 9520, and Judy Eclec, Jensen 1, and Lana Noli, and Caspar 927, and Storyhound, and Silver Schmidt HE, GBG 59, and Warrior, and Pamela for Jesus, and C. Watson, Sherry Horton. Hey, Sherry, and City Bush, and Warrior. Oh, Warrior is going for 2. You can do up to 2 or 3. Hey, Anthony. There's Desi and Asherback, Courage Tulu 2, K. Metney Chikad. Wow. You guys are taking me up on this thing. Hey, love the hearts, too. Appreciate the hearts, I was feeling kind of down, I was just kind of like getting hit by all those liberals, and, I started thinking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I might have to hire a bodyguard. But then you send those hearts, and I feel as though I'm protected in the love of the people. I don't need a bodyguard yet, but I've got my eye on one. Wait till the liberals start showing to my meetings. I'll tell you what, it'll be some of the most exciting meetings some of my conference friends have ever had when we start getting interrupted. And boy, will that be good for ratings on social media. Woo-hoo-hoo! Can't wait! All right. Lost my mind for the Lord. Talk to you guys later.